Thelma is a beautifully delicate film that serves as a comical comfort filled with laughs and emotional drive. Directed by Josh Margolin, this is a standout independent film that everybody really needs to see. It's a lot of fun, it's light, it's comfortable, it makes you just feel at home and cozy when you're watching it. And it's sort of on par with some of the likes of Forrest Gump, Napoleon Dynamite, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It has that rich, genuine authenticity to it. And I don't know, I think it's a mix of, it comes down to the performances, the incredible writing, the cinematography, and the story. The story is just, it's a lot of fun, it's emotionally driven, and it's so easy to fall in love with these characters. Before I get into my synopsis and a non-spoiler review and giving you just a little bit of information about the movie to see if you're interested in watching it, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell so you don't miss the next episode. I greatly appreciate it. Getting into the film, we follow 93-year-old Thelma, an old witty conversationalist that loves her independence and longs for thrilling adventure. Under the care of her quirky yet compassionate grandson, he worries for her safety and reflects a genuine love through his concerns and actions. While on her own one day, Thelma receives a concerning phone call from a man impersonating her grandson that states he's hit a pregnant woman with his car. He hands the phone off to a man who pleads that he needs her to send $10,000 to their address in order to keep her son out of jail. Thelma unfortunately falls for this trick and mails the money to the scam artists. Disappointed by the entire ordeal, her family start to wonder if she's showing signs of senility. Discussing their options to send her to a home, Thelma decides to take matters into her own hands. Knowing she may need a little help, she is left disappointed that all of her friends have passed away, except for one. At first reluctant to join her on her dangerous adventure, her dear friend Ben accepts the challenge as they ride off to serve justice themselves. And for the rest of the movie, we just follow Ben and Thelma on their crazy adventure to get back at the scammers. And this movie, the best part of it is it reflects the love and compassion that families share. Her relationship she particularly has with her grandson is really one of the more authentic, real grandson, grandma, grandparent relationships I've ever seen in a movie. It seems so real, it seems genuine. I feel like they really seem like they are familial. But it's just, this whole movie reflects something that's lost in a lot of movies, which is family. And that's something we all can relate to, the love of family, the interest in spending time with family, the concern we have for our elders, the concern we have for our grandparents and our mothers and our fathers. It's all very well represented in this movie. It's a reminder that we need to cherish all the time we have with our grandparents and with our older loved ones. This movie definitely helped me to remind myself that, you know, we only have so much time with a lot of older people on this earth, and we need to be thankful for them, to cherish them, and to listen to them, because they know a lot about life that we don't understand. And I'm starting to understand that yet a little bit deeper after watching Thelma. It really makes you think, which I did not expect that to be the case. This movie does a really good job just doing clever little jabs and clever little jokes about old people tropes. Just silly stuff. I don't really want to get into it because I want you to experience it yourself. But it's just a clever movie overall. And the whole movie, it's just warm and comforting. You feel like you're back at your grandma's house, eating some of her delicious dinner that she'd cook, and just the warmth and the love that you had with your grandma or your grandpa. You really feel that when watching this movie. You feel at home, back to a time that we can't go back to, which is something I think that a lot of films aren't able to capture, unlike this one. And it ties, I find a lot of ties with a lot of independent movies with this movie, Thelma. I think it nails the adventure aspects of Forrest Gump. I think it nails the silly, clever comedic elements like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and it's uniquely independent, just like Napoleon Dynamite. I really do, when I left the movie, I was thinking about it more, and I couldn't help but make the connections to all these great independent films, which we all have grown up with, a lot of movies that we grew to love when we were young, whatever age that we watched those films, they're iconic. And I think this movie's a contender to be so, which it's not a big box office movie. It's very much so contained. It's independent. It's its own thing, but it's an adventure, and you really need to discover it yourself. June Squibb is fantastic. You just fall in love with her character. She's just compassionate. She's loving. She's funny. She's really funny. She's witty. Ben, Richard Roundtree, he's also, he has a different perspective on life. He wants to be taken care of more so than anything else. He unfortunately kind of considers himself more of a liability rather than an asset, but he still wants to help out. He has compassion. He loves Thelma, and he wants to do the right thing, and he wants to have a good time. And then her grandson, Danny, I think he's such a beautiful character in the sense that he resembles true love for family. He truly loves his grandma. He's truly and utterly committed to her safety, and it's something we just don't see in films very much anymore, unfortunately. And it just seems so rich. It kind of reminds me of my the better parts of myself, where I really loved my grandma and I really loved my grandpas and my family members, my ties to family. I think he reflects that which is lacking in a lot of movies nowadays, it is overall a beautiful thing to see unfold on screen. With all that being said, I give this movie a 90%. On Rotten Tomatoes, I believe right now it's in like the late 90s. It's at, let's see, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow, that's incredible. This is a little Sundance film that's getting into the theaters, so it's really a pleasure we get to watch this, and I absolutely recommend you go see this. We're starting to get some better stuff in theaters nowadays, which is great. However, this movie needs to be at the top of your list. So I appreciate you watching my video. Let me know, have you seen Thelma? Is this something you're looking forward to seeing in theaters? Go watch the trailer, check it out, and let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I appreciate you for watching my video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell so you don't miss the next episode, and I'll see you next time.